The voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. And welcoming into the studio this morning, Kristie Clark, Doug Lockard, Howard Hanna Real Estate. That's who they work for, but they're here for a really, really neat cause. And our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. You can join this interview on Facebook at WCCS at our Facebook page as well. All right, so good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Todd.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to have you both with us here today. So let's talk about a home for a cause. Did I get that right?
You did.
All right. What is it?
A Home for a Cause is a charity that the agents and team at Howard Hanna, Kristie, and Lockard put together towards the end of 2020. The goal of the charity is to promote and support the revitalization of our neighborhoods, home ownership, particularly among younger families and younger homeowners, then to use the proceeds of our project to donate to a local charity, within the community.
Well, that's interesting, the way that that's put together. That's a structure that has to be put in place in order to make all of this happen. So, Kristie, what happens?
Well, I think I'm going to defer that question to Doug,
Right,
because
Doug.
that's more on his line of forte.
How we came up with it, it's become much more popular these days for entrepreneurs within communities to find homes in distress, fix them up, and then openly put them on the market for sale. So the concept our team came up with is, why can't we do that? We're real estate experts. We know many contractors, material suppliers, and other folks within the community that have talents to support, to find such a home, renovate it with as much donated materials and labor as possible, put it on for sale on the open market. But instead of the profits, if you will, going to private individuals, those proceeds would then be contributed to, again, charitable causes within the community that the home is located.
Yeah.
In this case, we were able to work with one of our clients who had such a home in distress. It's a home located at 927 Oak Street here in Indiana Borough.
Okay.
The family provided us, with the home, and we've begun the process of raising cash, soliciting donations of material and labor from, again, local contractors and suppliers in the community, to get the project underway.
So that's just up the street.
It is just up the street.
Yeah, just up the street from us. And so there's a lot of coordination that has to go on here. So that work has begun, huh?
It has. We received all the building permits from Indiana Borough late in the spring. One of our board members is Warren Peter, retired, well-known contractor, helping coordinate, the work, the schedule. A lot of the rest of our board members and team members are out soliciting, the labor and material, that's needed, as well as, we'd like to accomplish the goal of raising everything by donation. I mean, it's challenging times for everyone. We're out trying to raise the cash necessary to cover the expenses that we may not be able to get donated.
Yeah.
The more money we raise, obviously, the less out-of-pocket costs for us. Therefore, the higher net proceeds of the sale of the house can go to our beneficiary.
Yeah, I like it. I just like the whole concept. And you're right, Doug, when you say it, that's become a major thing. I mean, that HGTV is all full of flipping houses. And, so why not do it locally?
Well, in our office at Howard Hanna, we've every year we come up with some fundraiser. We're very, very passionate about giving back to the community. And we always like our fundraisers to have something to do with home sales or people in need of housing, because that's what we do for a living, is we find people their dream homes. Well, when the family approached Doug about donating this house, it just fell in our laps like, this is what we're to do this year.
Yeah.
And Home for a Cause was born out of that.
Now, in terms of the charity that the funds will actually go to, or charities, I'm sure that selection process is ongoing as well.
Well, actually, we do have our beneficiary for this particular project, and it was chosen by the family that donated the home.
Oh, good.
The beneficiary is the Indiana County Visiting Nurses Association
Ah, yeah.
/ hospice. The family chose them because this organization was instrumental in helping them through a very, very difficult time.
Yeah, that's a great
So
cause.
100% of the net proceeds will go to the VNA, and that is why we are here trying
Yeah.
to raise some funds.
All right, well, that's terrific. How can people help?
There's a number of ways they can help, Todd. We are still in search of materials and labor talents for the property. Just briefly on the progress, the property, all the demolition work has been completed in the property. It's literally stripped down to the studs. When we, I'll call it closed on the house, I mean, the roof was and chimneys were in significant disrepair. Those repairs have been made. So the home is now watertight.
Yeah,
We're still in need of talents, from those with electricians or plumbers. Clearly, we secured, a roofer. We have some local contractors doing the concrete work, masonry work,
yeah,
things of that sort. So we are still seeking talent from those that are willing and able to provide it in the trades,
yeah.
particularly electrician and plumbing. But like Kristie alluded to, we are in need of cash donations. So for those in the community that feel this is a benefit to the community, and certainly supporters of the VNA,
Yeah.
cash donations will certainly help defray the costs of renovation, therefore increasing the proceeds available to go to the VNA.
Yeah, you stop and think about the cost of materials. We keep hearing the materials cost is just skyrocketing this year because of the pandemic and the various issues that it caused. So it's not an inexpensive undertaking here. So anything that you can get without having to buy it is obviously going to be
Exactly.
really big. Yeah.
In
Okay.
the just in the time that we identified the property, acquired it, and started, the estimated material costs have gone up over 15%.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So COVID and what's happened in its, I like to refer to it in its aftermath, that it's
Yeah.
on the way out.
Yeah.
Have impacted virtually every business, every industry, and individual, including efforts like this,
Yeah.
to support charitable causes.
So you're down to a box right now, basically, and then of course when you put together a project such as this, everything has to work on a schedule. So the very first thing is going to be wiring and plumbing, I would assume.
Correct.
Heating system.
Again, we have a local company that's agreed to provide both the equipment and labor to install HVAC. It goes without saying. I mean, the support the project has already generated, especially from the local contractors and material suppliers, has been exceptional.
Yeah.
Coordination is the big challenge. Again, the folks that are providing, especially their labor talents, they have day jobs. I mean, they have to be out
Sure.
doing jobs where they're making money to pay their bills.
Especially after last year.
Right.
Absolutely. So, unlike many projects that a rigid schedule can be set up and followed, we're relying on folks to help us out when they can,
Yeah.
without hurting their own livelihoods and businesses.
Yeah.
So, we expect this project will take a little bit more time than your typical home renovation. But we are extremely pleased and grateful, for those that have stepped up, to help this cause
Yeah.
already.
Absolutely. All right, Kristie, what else do people need to know?
Well, the address of the house is 927 Oak, and please feel free to drive by, stop by, walk by, look and see where we're at in the project. And if you feel compelled to help or donate, we can give you 3 or 4 sources as to how to contact us.
Okay. Initial contact for folks that are listening right now and they say, "Oh, I want to help out here."
Yep.
What
Well,
should they do?
there's a couple different things you can do. You can email us at info@ahomeforacause.org. you can go to our Facebook page, which is A Home for a Cause, and there's a link on the Facebook page that will take you to the website, which is www.ahomeforacause.org. And you can just simply click on the link and donate there.
Yeah. One of the things that I typically do is I get into the habit of using the number 4, but it's the actual word for.
FOR,
Yeah.
correct.
A Home for a Cause.
Yes.
Did you say .org?
.org,
.org.
O-R-G. Yep.
Okay. Very good. So that's a good
And I
first
don't know if
step.
the signs are up yet, but as people are donating their like construction companies or suppliers, we have billboards and signs up just
Acknowledgement signs.
acknowledging who's
Yeah.
who's been helping.
Yeah, terrific. It sounds like such a great idea and a great effort. And everybody can jump on board with this thing.
Everybody and anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So anything else we need to know about A Home for a Cause to obviously get people to become involved? And then eventually, someone might be looking at that place and saying, "No, this is the place for me." Is it I'm assuming it's a 2-story home, wood frame?
It is. It's a 2-story wood frame home, a little over 1,200 square feet of finished living area when it's all completed. We've kind of picked a home that we could improve so that, again, younger buyers, younger families that may need to seek out, say a USDA or FHA loan whereby you don't have to put very little down.
Yeah.
So the home will be fully code compliant and will comply with the parameters of those loan programs. Again, making it affordable for the vast majority of younger buyers
Yeah.
that might like to locate into Indiana Borough.
That's a really good idea, too. Really good idea. All right. So it's A Home for a Cause, and it's ahomeforacause.org. And folks can donate to this program. Wonderful. I like it, and I like it a lot. Kristie Clark, Doug Lockard, thanks for being in here to join us this morning.
Thanks for having us, Todd.
Thank you, Todd. Appreciate the opportunity.
Our pleasure. And keep us up to date so that we know what the progress is. And once that thing goes on sale and hits the market, we can alert people to that, and maybe you could sell it quickly.
We will do that.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS